Welcome in, everyone. I'm SquishableMoon, your shooting star with a ranch addiction and fewer brain cells than the common garden snail. And welcome back to my channel. And let's talk about some of the open species I made when I was a child in the My Little Pony fandom. When I was young, a child of 13 years old, I was allowed to have my first Facebook account, for better or for worse. The first fandom I can remember joining was the My Little Pony fandom, and I could get into all the awful that happened in that fandom, but now is not the time for that. Right now, I just want to talk about some of the OC species I have. Mine are in no way unique species. These are species that probably have existed for years upon years and will exist before and after me. If you see an idea in this video that you want to copy or use, you are more than welcome to use it for yourself. I don't own any of these ideas. And if you want to tag me, I would love to see what you create with these ideas. One of the most recent species I made were called the FlutterFly Ponies. A FlutterFly pony, similar to the Breezies, live in a land of magic only available to their species. All FlutterFly ponies are born with special wings that hold their magic, regardless of if they have a horn or not. This allows them to come and go from their magical land, though many choose not to leave. They are smaller than average ponies, being about half the size of your average pony's height. They are a lot fluffier and chubbier built, with an overall round and soft look. Their horns are very small compared to other ponies, often being hidden by their hair. While they can fly, their wings are very delicate, making them slower than those who have feathered wings. Their wings are more like butterfly wings or other type of bug type wings that you can find on insects. Inside their land, they have 5 seasons: summer, winter, spring, fall, and a 5th and never seen magical season that only takes place inside their land. During the 5th season, they hold a large festival to strengthen their magical wings and allow their land to regain the magic it might have lost during the other month. I have a couple OCs that are in this universe, and I have one named FlutterFly that was the main inspiration for this species. She is supposed to be the princess of FlutterFly Meadow, and she has a younger sister that was adopted and is not a FlutterFly pony. I will pop them on screen for you to see. The next species were called the crystallized crystallites. The species I made a long time ago, and the character started off as a human. They were called something like crystallized crystallites or something along those lines. They were a cave-based species. They lived in a forgotten cave system deep underground where they were full of crystals and plants. It was also unreachable by regular ponies. Unlike regular ponies, their magic was stored in crystals that formed all over their body. The crystals form when they are young foals and stretch up their legs and thighs. Depending on the type of pony, the crystal can form in different parts of their body. Earth ponies have lots of crystals on their legs to help them break rocks and dig in the caves. Unicorns have a lot of crystals on their horns and heads to help them with their magic. Pegasi ponies grow crystals on their wings and along their backs to help them balance when flying. I remember in the lore there used to be a way for the crystals to become corrupted on the ponies, turning them into statues that couldn't move. Or if their crystals became highly damaged, they could also turn into statues. I think there was a part in the species where they were supposed to have soul pets of some kind as well, meaning that when they found their special talent, they'd be able to have a sprite fairy or something that would sprout from their magic and would be like a pet that would follow them alongside them in their life. If the pet was ever killed, both of them would die because they are tied together. The next species, cloud jumpers, are probably one of my most favorite species I created, and I had quite a couple ponies that I sold off that were a part of this race. They are a Pegasi type race that live far up in the clouds away from other ponies. They are most known for having rainbow manes and cloud manes as well. They are also known for having a variety of colors in their fur instead of just one main color, like my OC who has teal, blue, yellow, orange, and other colors as their main fur colors along with white on their face. What makes them different from regular Pegasi ponies, aside from their appearance, is the fact that they live so far up in the sky. Regular ponies have a hard time reaching that altitude. Cloud jumpers also are able to be in thinner air climates and are so far up in the atmosphere that it would be almost impossible for regular Pegasi to join them. Similar to regular Pegasi ponies, they can control the weather, but their efforts are often in vain because regular Pegasi ponies often change the weather depending on what they want on the ground. So instead, most of the time, they paint the sky with beautiful sunsets and sunrises. They can have a variety of traits like crystals and rainbows in their mane, having antlers or other kinds of horns, having succulents and some kinds of grass in their manes, and other things along those lines. However, the one thing that stays the same throughout every single one is the rainbow tail and cloud hair. I remember having so much lore for these ponies, but it's been lost to time, especially since I got rid of my original Facebook. I haven't been able to find any of the lore that was originally made for them, which is pretty sad. The last species, the succulent ponies, are probably the most basic of the species I've ever made. It's a succulent pony or a plant-based pony. These were a species that were micro ponies, meaning they were smaller than the average pony, being able to fit in the palm of your hand. I used to have art of this species because I like them quite a lot, but it's also been lost to time. The basis of this species was they were normal ponies that were just really, really tiny and would either have a succulent or a flower as their tail. These were also kept as pets in little terrariums that were full of dirt and flowers. They were also born to flowers and succulents that would reside as their tail. I feel like another good name for this would be the seedling ponies because they start off as seeds and grow into the pony. There isn't much lore about them. I just thought it would be cool to have a species of pony that had a succulent for a tail or a flower for a tail. I know there's probably thousands of ponies that have that, but I thought it was really unique when I was younger. Have you guys ever seen a My Little Pony species that you really liked and wanted to make? I would love to know your favorite My Little Pony species, whether it's closed, open, or whatever, down below. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and enjoyed seeing my cringy species from when I was younger. I had so much fun drawing them again, and I hope all your dreams come true. Bye bye.